Hello everyone, the Forest PS4 playing on hard survival. This video, in my opinion, I feel that this is the best way to start out the forest. Whether you play normal or hard survival, this is hard survival. I believe that this is the best way you should spend your first day. I don't know where the plane crash is, but I'll use the sun to find the east. The sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. And the plains, the main cannibal camp is where I want to go. That's in the east, southeast. I don't have no map, so the first thing I'll do here is just collect enough sticks, stones, whatever. The suitcases are limited in hard survival, so just take what you get. You really want to get a piece of cloth, really, and a few sticks. That's all you really need before you go to the cannibal camp, just so that you can have a burning stick. But you'll not even need the burning stick. If you watch this video, I'll find red paint, and that just keeps the cannibals off, so that you can get things done really quick. And there's a great find there straight away. Take every deer opportunity, every animal opportunity you get, because the worm suit in this game can take a while, so it can. I've found a good few suitcases this time. There's times you come out of the plane, you may only find one or two suitcases. But there's the sun there, and that's where I'm going now. I know I'm going east here. I see the shore to my right, so I'm southeast direction here. I keep going straight here. I'm going into the main cannibal camp. The amount of cloth that you'll get in that camp, you could get near 100 pieces of cloth. It's a one-time spawn. It'll never respawn, so it's really enough to get you going. You'll get enough rope as well, so that you'll not have to use your cloth. And I'm going to try and be as efficient as I can here, and really do a sweep of the cannibal camp without going around in circles. I really just want to sweep through the area as efficient as possible. I'm going to assign the sodas to the D-pad just in case I have to run and I need to pop the soda. So I'm going to go down this right side first, take all the cloth that I can get. Take the rope and just loot everything that you can. You'll meet a few cannibals here, but if you watch what I do, I never seem to have trouble doing this. Every time I do it, I'm just sweeping through the area, taking all the cloth. The chainsaw field, that's a one-time spawn as well. I may have not got everything, but I'm getting more than enough that I need. And now this is where I always run into the cannibals here. I'm afraid of the attack. It's hard survival. I could go down really quickly, but I'm turning and they're missing their attacks. You come to this bottom tent here, you get that red paint. You don't really have to worry about cannibals then. Just don't jump into water. Wash it off. And now we can farm some items really fast and peaceful, and not be held up wasting time with cannibals. Don't really panic. They can still attack with the red paint, but just always dodge them. I don't block in this game. I always dodge. I prefer dodges rather than blocks. If you dodge, you're able to get an arrow shot off really quick. Whereas you're blocking, they keep attacking. I like to dodge in this game. It's real easy to do. I've done a perfect sweep of the cannibal camp here. I've taken this camp for almost everything. I went down the right and came back up, got the paint, went back up the left, and now I'm going into this cave. In just over 5 minutes of gameplay. I'm really well loaded up here. There's 3 cannibals in this cave. Once you kill them, they don't come back. You don't even have to kill these cannibals with this paint on. They'll do a lot of praying. Get the map, the compass, really vital. Get the hairspray, good for burning the bodies if you want to get bone armor. You don't have to light a fire and throw bodies on. You can just get the hairspray and lighter. A quick burn, stack up the bodies, and a quick burn that burns them all. I'm lighting this fire stick anyway, just in case I do get attacked. I can set them alight and move on. They won't attack these guys. I'm just moving on here. Make your way all the way down through this cave. Follow the route I'm going. It's really hard to see with the burning stick. Now when you come here to this water with the 2 cannibals, turn left, this white chair here. This is how confident I am with the paint. I'll just farm items in front of these guys. You go to that place there with the white chair. Now you'll get the modern axe. It'll make cutting trees, setting up your shelters, and chopping sticks down in one go. That's what I love the modern axe for. Not for fighting or blocking. I don't block in this game. Now I craft the bow. One of the first items I'll craft in the game. 1 stick, 1 cloth, and 1 rope. You will get rope in here. You could probably craft the snowshoes as well, because you'll get 2 or 3 bits of rope in here. And you get 15 arrows. That's the main reason why I come here, is for the arrows. Second would be the modern axe. And if you really want not to waste your time taking sodas at the main cannibal camp, well, you can just come here and get your sodas. Or your rope or whatever. But really the cloth is what you really want out of the cannibal camp. Well, you forget about the suitcases, just get the cloth, get the paint, get in the cave. Get down, get your modern axe, your arrow. And then I'll show you where to go then. Where I think, in my opinion, it's the best location that you should go first. After getting all these items in the cannibal camp. And it's right, it takes you out right on. I don't think there's anyone that could argue with me on this. If there's anyone in the comments really wants to text and say that there's a better place or a better way, I'll text them back and I'll explain why I think they're wrong. I believe that no one could argue with me on this. Once you come across this water here with those 2 cannibals, you see there that white chair and that light. That's where you get the modern axe and your arrows. You come across this water here, past these 2 guys. If you have the paint, don't worry about it. You want to turn left. I'm just getting some more cloth. You come across that water there, you want to turn left here and go this way. In my opinion, this is the Garden of Eden. Depending on your playstyle, if you don't like fighting cannibals, well, the Fertile Lands is the best place, the most safest place in the island. But I like the fight, and for me, this place has got more than the Fertile Lands has got. The Fertile Lands will have more animals, but here's got more mushrooms, more plants. It does have more plants than the Fertile Lands. They're just a little bit more spread out. That's Liberty Cap there. As soon as you come out that cave, and the next place you should go there when you come out that cave is here to these tents. Always 2 ropes spawn there, so I'll make snowshoes, and I'll wear these snowshoes at all times. I'll not even worry about the fur boots for stealth. Always wear the snowshoes. You run faster in snow and you run faster in sand. And here's the best thing, that you get the old pot. When you come out that cave, you turn right, you come to these tents, you get the old pot. I don't even need a water skin now. Any deer I get, I'm going to keep those deer skin for the worm suit. I'll not even make a water skin. You don't need a water skin when you've got an old pot. A lot of people seems to think that the old pot, you've got to fill it with water. And see up there with that rope there, there's a crossbow bolt spawn. You'll get 4 crossbow bolts up there. There's a few aloe around here as well, a little bit spread out. But the old pot, a lot of people seems to think you've got to fill it with water, then boil it to drink. You don't. If you've got a turtle shell and it rains, and you, just like you fill your water skin, you can fill your old pot with clean water. And you can drink from the old pot just like the water skin. It's just the same thing as the water skin, really. The water skin will be well down my list and one of the first things to make. The amount of plants, the amount of marigold around here, the amount of aloe. If you really can't get the old pot, well, you could drink dirty water for a while. It'll take 2 bars of health, but you've got plenty of meds. You can always top that health up with the meds. There must be 20 pieces of marigold here. Over in the Fertile Lands you'll get 10 pieces, but here you'll get 20, and you'll get 10 cornflower here as well. The chicory, there's more chicory here than anything. There's probably more aloe here as well than the Fertile Lands, but just that it's all spread out. But it's in close vicinity of that cave. And that's why I build my base here at all times. And now I'm coming to the yacht. This is the next best thing about here. Every time you come down to the yacht here, you'll get a turtle spawn. And you don't have to worry about chasing animals for food. Do you want food? Just come here to the water and wait in the sky coming out. You can make a water collector, put the shell on. And every time you come down here, well, you'll get a turtle and a new water collector. No reason why you should drink dirty water here in this location. Now once I get that water collector, back behind this old dead tree here, this is where you'll get loads of cornflower. I always go for the plants first because I don't block in this game. I always dodge, and I need my stamina for dodging. I always craft up the stamina meds and assign them to my D-pad. If you're like me at the start, well, you've always had like maybe a modern axe for the down D and your bow for the left D. Well, it'll take a little bit of getting used to swapping them over, but I would advise swap them over like what I did, and have a stamina med always ready, just in case you're in trouble. You have to run or or you're losing stamina in mid-fight, well, you pop that and you're back in action again. And it helps you get your athleticism up much faster than you were without the stamina med. Since I started doing that, I've noticed my stamina going up twice as fast. But you've got to be an archer in this game. You've got to learn to use the bow. It's really not that hard. A lot of the cannibals stand still, gives you the opportunity of the headshot. There's some ammo behind this cave as well. 2 pieces here. All the plants is here. But you've got to be an archer. Melee attacks, it's okay if you're playing in a party with 3 other players. You can team up with the melee attacks, but you've got to learn to use the bow. You can take out cannibals much quicker with the bow. One shot, headshot, it's real easy. There's times when I play this game that I won't take the easy headshot. I start trying to get running headshots whenever cannibals run at me. That's when I try and get the headshot. But now it's still in the first day. This isn't the full day. Your first full day is after you sleep the first night. That's your first full day. I've got so much done on this. So much done here in this from when I got out the plane crash. I've got modern axe. I've got a bow. I've got arrows. I've got dynamite. I've got all the plants. I've got food. I've got a water collector. And I've got an old pot for clean water. I've got all rope. I've got loads of cloth. Really in a great location. I love the fight, and this is really a hostile place, but not until after day 9. That's when the mutants spawn. But if you don't like the fight, you want to go to the Fertile Lands, but I would advise going to the cannibal camp first. And maybe not just come out the way that I came out here at this side. Maybe go back and go over to the Fertile Lands if you don't like the fight. But if you like the fight, come here. Farming items, unlimited food with those turtles. Every time you go down to that yacht, a turtle comes out of the water. There's a coral there sometimes. If you go down, you say, I thought he said there was a turtle always there. Why he's not coming out? Jump in the water and look. There's a coral, and sometimes they glitch on the coral. You can just jump up on it and kill him with the spear. You see, the cannibals just stand still. One shot, you just get rid of them in no time. The next thing I would advise building then, it's the deadfall trap, and I've seen this on YouTube, and it's really the best formation of building this trap. Day 9, this is where you'll get the OP creepy armor. You can take an Armsy or a Virginia around this here. Sometimes one shot if it's direct. If not, it's guaranteed you'll put those mutants down with two deadfall traps. All you do is set up this formation. It's only I'm going to do 8 deadfall traps, so that's 24 logs and 24 sticks. They're 3 logs, 3 sticks each. Once you get that formation built up there, you just run around that with the mutants after you, and they don't even get a hit on you. You just run around it, and that's 2 easy pieces of creepy armor. Once you get the creepy armor in this game, well, you're really set. Maybe then when the cowman comes, well, he's different. He's dangerous. You always should aim to take out the cowman first. No matter how many enemies are around you, always kill that guy first. You may want a happy birthday trap for the cowman isn't really effective. The deadfall trap isn't really effective on the cowman. I notice once he goes on that sprint, he just sprints through, and by the time the deadfall trap falls, he's long past it. I always take the cowman to the happy birthday trap, and once he's dead, I'll take all the other mutants here, Virginias and Armsies. This is perfect for Virginias and Armsies. The cannibals are different. You've got normal cannibals that they're brown. The deadfall trap will kill them because they don't go into a super sprint. But those grey cannibals that are hunch over and running their hands and knees, those boys sprint through that trap so fast that it seems to miss them. I wouldn't try and kill cannibals on the deadfall trap. I just build this for Armsies and Virginias. It really doesn't take that long to build. Fast forward this times 2. Whatever length of time this takes, well, it's just doubled. 24 logs, 24 sticks. Once it's complete, you want to watch you don't walk into one of those sticks, but you just run around it. At the start I've walked and did a few times, but now I know where my barns, I know where the stick is, and I'm able just to run around it safely. You don't even have to run that close to it, just go around it. The Armsy will come directly, or the Virginia will come directly into it, and it's the easiest way to kill those guys. Hard survival. If you're using fire arrows, it may take 7-8 fire arrows, maybe more. Spear's good for those mutants. You throw it, it could take 3 or 4 shots. I always put lights around it as well, so at night time it's more visible. This is my first full day here now. I've got the deadfall trap set up. All the items I've got are really in good shape. I really don't need the katanas or anything like that. I'll not be doing melee attacks in this game, but I will get the katana because whenever the new mutant, that flying, that breaks up into worms, whenever that comes, the katana's great for killing those worms. You see the location here? I just come out the cave here, really south of the map. This is another thing I like to do here. Now when I'm at this base, from this cave, I would go northwest and just keep going straight northwest, that is. I'm taking you here to show you another rope spawn location at your base. 3 rope spawn here as well, but I'm topped up in the rope, so I'm just showing you. And then across the water, then where the cannibal tents is, where you got the old pot, there's another 2 rope over there, and down at the yacht you'll get another 3 rope. But I wouldn't go near the yacht until you build a raft. If you're playing hard survival, you really don't want to die. There's a shark in there and you're really taking a chance swimming over. I don't care how good a player you are, you're taking a chance swimming over there. Build a raft and row over, get your rope. Once that shark bites you once, well, he's going to get you the second time and you're dead. But this place I'm taking you now, it's really not that far. You'll find lots of more plants, aloe and whatnot along the way. You want to head northwest. This cave here, real close to your base, this is the Rebreather cave, and that's the entrance I like to take there. Because the other entrance, you come down a rope and you're kind of landing on top of cannibals. If you go that entrance, well, you can loot some cloth before you even meet a cannibal. You can get yourself prepared. There's the other entrance there. That's the entrance there with the rope. Now you just go northwest. If you render this map, well, This area here, these 5 tents, it's just south of Goose Lake. If you render your map, you'll see Goose Lake on the map. The first thing I do here when I come here is I get me old pot, and I put my old pot, because I haven't got water in it, I put it on the tree, because you can collect a new one here. And this is the best arrow spawn on the island. If you're playing this game and you're not doing no glitches or cheats, well, you'll really need to come to this area. And I'll only take 5 arrows out of that box, so that if I have to come back, there's loads more arrows there. And line up the side of that tent, well, you'll get flares, and behind this bush here, you'll get more flares. Well, you should. Sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. And there's another deer. A great stroke of luck on finding animals this time. You may go weeks without even seeing deers at times in this game. That's 2 deer I have now already. I could make a water skin here. But I'm going to keep those 2 deer for the worm shoot. You need 6 deer skin for a worm shoot, 4 boar, a raccoon and a rabbit. The old pot, that's my water skin. Next time I come back here, well, I'll put my old pot on the tree and have another tree sap collector and collect a new one. Normally I would do 3 tree sap collectors here at this location. Every time I go there